3, is 2 comma 3 a solution to this system? We should be comfortable with this process by now. It's our 3rd day working on it. So we're going to go a little quick here just so we can get through all 5 of these problems. Like I mentioned, we don't have a lot of time today because of the PSAT. How did that go, by the way?
It was boring.
Boring, I understand that. How was the math section? Was it like, oh, I know what this stuff is, or was it like,
Mrs. Church, I didn't know what that was. What is
never
this?
learned it before?
What is that?
That is a square root. We'll learn about that.
You see, I had to guess on that one because I didn't know what that
The
was.
math section was the easiest part.
Why are you lying?
That's good.
I aced the English one.
It was like you had to like
I F'd the English.
We're going to learn that too. So, if it makes you feel any better, if you struggled with the math section, that's understandable. A lot of the stuff in that math section is things that you'll learn this school year. So like volume of a cylinder, that's on our docket. We're going to learn that. Square roots, they look like this. This little symbol here. We're going to learn about that. We're going to spend like 3-4 weeks on this. Okay, if you have like a cylinder like this with like a height of 10 and a radius of 5, you can find the volume. It's going to be like pi r squared h, something like that. We're going to learn all about that. So the PSAT is geared towards people who have finished 8th grade, so it's understandable that some of the things weren't necessarily connecting. So don't worry, don't get discouraged by it. We're going to learn all those things, and then maybe some of these lessons down the line, you're going to look at what we're doing and be like, I remember this from the PSAT. Now it makes a lot more sense, okay? I definitely did see some system questions on there as I was walking around my advocacy class, so hopefully what we've been learning the last 2 days helped, at least for one problem, maybe 2. Anyway, let's test out 2 comma 3. 2 is my x, 3 is my y. I'm going to take out my x and my y, replace them with 2 and 3, and multiply. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6. What would 4 minus 6 give me? -2, that's right. Hey, Michael. Is -2 equal to -2? Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. So our first equation works out, but we got to try out the second one. 3 times x plus 5 times y equals 20. Plug in those same x and y values, 2 and 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 5 times 3 is 15. Is 6 plus 15 equal to 20? No. What is 6 plus 15 equal to? 21. So because 21 is not equal to 20, what's my answer here going to be? Is 2, 3 a solution to the system? No, it is not. No, it is not. Even if the first equation works out and gives you a true statement, they both have to be true for your answer to be yes. Be yes, okay? Over to number 4, 3 comma 1. Same exact thing. My first equation, -2 times 3 minus 3 times 1 gives me -6 minus 3. And that gives me -9. My first equation worked out. So let's try the second equation. 4 times 3 minus 3 times 1 equals 9. Gives us 12 minus 3 equals 9, which is true. 9 does equal 9. Because we have 2 true statements, what's my answer here going to be?
yes.
Yes, that's right. Yes, it is. All right. Questions on 3 or 4? Give me a thumbs up if you got no for number 3 and yes for number 4. Anyone get both of those right?
Yes.
Good. Good. All right, down to 5 and 6. 5 is really, really simple
Yeah.
because we got a whole bunch of zeros. Some of you may have even looked at this and knew right away what your answer was going to be. I would still like to see the work just to prove it, but the work is nice and easy. 7 times 0 minus 4 times 0 equals 0. -3 times 0 plus 8 times 0 equals 0. My x and my y are the same number. We get 0 minus 0 equals 0, which is 0 equals 0. That's true. And 0 plus 0 equals 0. That's also 0 equals 0. And that's true as well. Look at all those zeros. Hopefully you got yes for number 5. Anyone get yes for number 5? Good, 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 good. All right. 2 more to go, 6 and then 7 on the back. Here's number 6. We got another 0. That makes our life easy here for my x's. 5 times 0 minus, I'm going to put my negative 4 in parentheses so we can be careful about our double minus sign there, because what do those 2 minus signs make?
A plus sign.
A plus sign. Okay, let's focus, guys. We gotta get through this. 5 times 0 is 0 plus 4. 0 plus 4 gives me 4. Is 4 equal to negative 4?
No.
No, it is not. Thank you. So because our first equation didn't work out, we can just ignore the second equation in our system. Remember, we need 2 true statements for our answer to be yes. So if our first one gives us a false statement, we know right away our answer is going to be no. Last but not least, let's deal with this fraction here in number 7. My x coordinate's 6, my y coordinate's 3. My first equation, I'm going to have 1/2 x minus 3 times y equals negative 6. Why does it look like that?
Sorry, Mr. Trench.
Huh?
The last time we were recording,
It's all right. So, we plug the 6 in for x, plug the 3 in for y. 3 times 3 is easy. That just gives us 9. But what's 1/2 times 6? 3. There's a couple ways we could go about doing that. We could think logically, right? If you have 6, I don't know, candy bars, and I take half of those 6 candy bars, now you only have 3 left, right? So half of 6 is 3. Mathematically, what we're really doing here, though, is multiplying our numerator by 6. 6 times 1 just gives us 6 on the top. And then we keep our denominator the same. And then we divide. 6 divided by 2 gives us 3. So either way, if you want to work through it logically, right? Half of 6, well, that's 3. But what we're actually doing here is this process up top. 3 minus 9, bring down that minus. 3 minus 9 gives me negative 6. That is equal to negative 6. So my first statement is true. Not done yet. We got to figure out the second one. 2 times x minus 3 times y equals 3. Plug in my 6 and my 3. 2 times 6 gives me 12. 3 times 3 gives me 9. Bring down the minus. Bring down the 3. And what's 12 minus 9? 3. Is 3 equal to 3? Yes, it is. 2 true statements give us an answer of yes. 6, 3 is a solution to the system presented. When we're here.